Certainly.
Disturb my duties.
Thy called. I am here, certainly.
Tell me, are things here interesting? Things at camp were dull, dull, dull. Corporal Duncan absolutely refused to let me out of it.
Thank you for that. Perhaps now I'll get some peace.
I'm sorry, Corporal Duncan. Did you just say something?
No, I didn't say anything. Recruit. We've done well here. Hopefully our luck holds until we reach Dragonspear. Lead the way across the bridge. The rest of us will follow.
Magic does not nest well in a tired mind. I must sleep.
You feel it, do you not? Something has changed. Your tenuous connection to the essence within you has been rewoven and reinforced, if not necessarily refined. An impressive achievement, even if you yet lack the control necessary to bring your abilities to their full flower. I am here to bear witness to what comes to pass, nothing more. The dead god's blood lingers long. There are remnants of your father's power here, even now. I am not surprised something was awoken within you. Tell me, what did you see? It is not unknown for events of great import to in some way imprint themselves on the site of their occasion. The vestiges of Baal's passing are potent here. Baal had many enemies. Knowing this did not empower him to the extent that he could avoid his demise, but it did allow him to plan for it. He lives on through you and your brethren. You sense his whispers even now, quiet and insidious. They will grow ever stronger. His demands will become screams that drown out all else. You lack direction. You drift along your path, neither asserting your strength nor taking that which you deserve. I expected more from you. You must know by now that nothing you do escapes my sight. I know your past. I watch your present. Thus, I know your future. It was written in your blood long ago. Perhaps, perhaps not. For the moment, you serve your father's will merely by surviving. You are not like the sheep you walk amongst. They distract you with their bleating whine. You have a purpose far beyond theirs, if you have strength enough to grasp it. Most go about their days unawares, blind to the truths around them, pushed and pulled by forces beyond their understanding. Control is what sets us apart from the animals scrabbling through the dirt. We must be masters of our lives, of whatever resources we have to bear, bending them to our will. You will learn this in time. Kalar Argent has but the tiniest portion of divine essence. Yet she has boldly claimed her birthright and taken control of her destiny. You have half a god flowing through your veins, and yet you stumble your way toward your destiny as if blind. Spread your wings. Feel their power. Let this test you. If you are lucky, if you do well, further tests will come. Perhaps, eventually, you will learn what you need to soar.
What you looking at?
Light and warmth. I'm glad for both.
Signs of the Crusade's recent presence can be seen on the road to Dragonspear Castle, but the Shining Lady's actual servants are rarely encountered. The few crusaders you spy in the distance invariably retreat at the first opportunity. As the march wears on, fatigue grips your company, tempers flare within the caravan. Your reputation as the hero of Baldur's Gate protects you from petty squabbles and angry outbursts. Or perhaps, after what happened on Boriskir Bridge, there is another reason few are willing to cross you. These thoughts are put aside when you see the banners of Waterdeep, Daggerford, and the flaming fist at the edge of the Coalition siege camp. Dragonspear Castle is near, and so is Kalar's day of reckoning.
Why does she still refuse me? How can she deny the righteousness of our cause?
We speak of a child of Baal.
And yet the Ballspawn is the hero of Baldur's Gate, and by all accounts saved the Sword Coast from ruin during the Iron Crisis.
You cannot ask me to show mercy to this abomination, not after what happened to my brother.
For the good of the Crusade, you must. We cannot take the Ballspawn's life.
Forgive me, my lady. I do not know if I can do that.
You can. I have faith in you, Ashatil. For us, forgiveness must prevail over revenge.
Captain Corwin, good to see you.
And you, Marshal Netterlock.
And this must be the so-called hero of Baldur's Gate I've heard so much about. I'm afraid you'll not find a warm reception here. Word of what happened at Boriskir Bridge is getting around. Many, too many, see you as Sarevok's heir apparent. Glad to hear it. Go get settled in now. When you're ready, come see me and the other commanders at the large tent south of here.
We'll do that. Thank you, sir.
Certainly.
We're few, but fierce.
Your concern indeed.
I have many fine wares. An army marches on its stomach. I have many fine wares.
Yes? Indeed.
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
The queen does not relent. You must surrender the crown, she says, or the worst will come.
Does she have to give up the crown? Why can't she just stay a princess?
Duty. Duty compels us, above all else.
Do you see? Do you understand now?
My duty is done. The consequences are all that remain.
Understanding is not required. You are compelled. Let us try this one more time.
Certainly. I am here. Certainly.
What a bunch of pathetic babies! I've never seen a worse lot in my entire career!
You're the hero of Baldur's Gate. Why not? Come talk to me when you finish drilling them and we'll see how you did.
Your concern?
Dismissed.
Indeed.
This young man seems more intelligent than most. Allow me to look at thine aura, soldier. I see much potential in thy abilities. Perhaps thou shouldst train with magic instead of steel.
You are welcome here.
The fair folk rarely have time for small talk.
You are welcome on your side.
Fine day for meeting new friends.
Everyone fears death, young one. It's the natural state of mortals. Shar teaches that it's foolish to chase hope or plan overmuch for the future. Death comes to all of us in the end. It's what we do in the moment that matters. Life is loss. In the end, we lose our lives. Accept that truth and move forward.
What a bunch of pathetic babies! I've never seen a worse lot in my entire career! Incredible. I didn't think it was possible to whip that ragtag unit into shape, but you've done it. These louts might actually have my back in battle thanks to you. Here, take this. I don't need it, and you might.
Yes? Indeed.
An army marches on its stomach.
I am here. It is done.
Did you need something, young one? Consulting on tactical movements and troop deployments. I've been retired for years, but my mind's still sharp. You're the one everyone's talking about. The hero of Baldur's Gate. You've seen many battles. What do you think of war? Why don't you talk to some of the people in the camp? Find out why they're here, what they're fighting for. Then come tell me if you've learned anything.
I welcome you with outstretched hand.
He speaks of Ilmater, god of suffering.
You are more than welcome in my sight.
prefer surface dwellers now? Fine, if I must. The man is burning up. Ordinary methods will do little against a fever this strong. I know of a salve I can make that might reduce the heat.
Help me. Help me. Help me.
Her symptoms are much more advanced. But why? Ah, her position in the center of camp. Proximity to others with the illness must make it worse. This man is in obvious pain, but he's also agitated. He's wasting energy flailing about. We need to get him to calm down. Relax, human. We're going to... Wait! Stop! He's lost control! The peace of night ends, and the hectic brightness of the day takes over. The bark of the blackthorn tree might be used to brew a cure, if we can find one soon enough for it to make a difference.
This and that to be done, no time to stay and chatter.
Your acquaintance I am glad to have made.
Look at you getting into the spirit of things. This should be fun.
Soon to go back to the grotto, I am. I miss the tunnels of home. The underground seems safer by far, and gems to find are welcome too. Your acquaintance I am glad to have made. Soon to go back to the grotto, I am. I miss the tunnels of home. underground seems safer by far, and gems to find are welcome too. Your acquaintance I am glad to have made. Soon to go back to the grotto, I am. I miss the tunnels of home. The underground seems safer by far, and gems to find are welcome too. Your acquaintance I am glad to have made. Your acquaintance I am glad to have made.
What? Yes.
I have many fine wares. An army marches on its stomach.
I do not like the way our allies look at me.
I have many fine wares. An army marches on its stomach. I have many fine wares.
Soon to go back to the grotto, I am. I miss the tunnels of home. The underground seems safer by far, and gems to find are welcome too.
Your concern? Certainly.
What?
service.
You gutless worm, what gives you the right to tell me what to do with my men?
You mean your 50 men? Why, my 350 men, of course.
A tenth of Daggerford's population, Delancey. 1 in 10. That's what I've brought to this effort.
And it is appreciated. But Baldur's Gate, and especially Waterdeep, have provided the majority of troops here. I'll not risk them needlessly. And who, pray tell, are you?
General Hayther Stonehand, Torsen Cedric Delancey, allow me to present the hero of Baldur's Gate.
Oh, aye. So what was that business on Boriskir Bridge about? You know how many of our people worship Lathander, Tempest? And you burn the dead lord of bloody murder Baal symbol into the ground where he died. Great, that's sure to boost morale.
Hayther, please, show a little decorum. The reinforcements you've brought are a welcome and much-needed asset. Your presence is problematic. Many are disturbed by tales of Boriskir Bridge. It would be best if you were away from the camp for a time. As it happens, there's a matter that requires attention a ways from here. Word has gotten round that Kalar's forces are receiving supplies via caverns beneath Dragonspear Castle. We have a rough idea where the entrance is, beyond Dead Man's Pass, as the locals like to call it.
That's assuming the information we have is accurate. Torture usually gets you answers, but it doesn't always get you the truth.
I'd stoop lower than that if it meant saving the life of a single soldier under my command.
We have reason to believe Kalar Argent's top advisor, a priest named Heffernan, is quartered in Dragonspear's basement. We know very little of Heffernan, other than he apparently has Kalar's ear.
We do know that a series of caverns runs beneath the castle. We believe Kalar is channeling supplies through the tunnels rather than attempting to break our perimeter. So there is a way into the castle from below. Or just kill him. That would also be an acceptable result.
That is what needs doing. Will you do it?
Just so we're clear, our resources are limited, and our focus must be on containing the castle. If you should get into trouble outside this camp, you'll be on your own. We simply don't have the personnel for a rescue party, no matter how valuable the person captured may be. Before you leave, there's a tent near the camp entrance that belongs to a dwarf named Fossey Dugdeep. Go see her She's been working on something you might find useful as you explore the underground river beneath Dragonspear.
We'll do that. Thank you, sir.
You don't know that, and even if you did, it's not your decision to make. Just let it go, Pritchard. Like it or not, we aren't the ones who get to make the call. Pritchard here thinks we should send a small force into Dragonspear to try and take out Kalar and end this mess before the real battle gets underway. As I explained to him, we aren't operating independently here. The camp commanders have to agree on that sort of action. Netherlock might go for it. Delancey, though, he's happy enough to try and starve Kalar out. Anything to avoid bloodshed. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go talk to a hole in the ground about me peeing in it.
Under normal circumstances, I would never say this, but I could use some help. In the last couple of days, I dipped my fingers into a few pockets. One held a bag of junk and this notebook. It contains details of the camp. Only a spy would make these kind of notes. We have a traitor in our midst. That's the problem. While I was working, I wasn't paying attention to faces. It could have come from a few different people. There was the notebook, of course, a potion, a candle, and this sheet of paper covered in runes of some sort. Do I look like an alchemist to you? It might be a healing potion, but it's in a weird bottle. Maybe the traitor purchased it in camp. There was the notebook, of course, a potion, a candle, and this sheet of paper covered in runes. It's not your average tallow stick. Gold leaf is pressed into the side and it's quite heavy. There's nothing else special about it. Maybe a priest could tell us more. There was the note. It looks like the page was torn out of a book. I can make no sense of the runes. All I know is it came from someone's pocket. Don't let me down.
She is a priest of Tempus, god of battles. She has little use for reason. You'll win her respect through violence.
You're a fierce warrior, no doubt, and Tempus is the god of warriors. I believe you. You'd not stoop to theft. The other night I saw Molten Call leaving my tent. I chased him, but he got away. I'm sure he took the candle, but I can prove nothing. I didn't report it. I plan to speak to Call about it myself. With my fists.
And you're certain it's stable? An army marches on its stomach.
Thank the gods.
Steady on, Corporal. What's the problem?
It's Ski's Silver Shield. She's left the camp. She was last seen heading towards Dragonspear Castle. Alone. Bring her back safely. If the Crusade takes his daughter, Entar's Silver Shield will have all of our heads.
We're few, but fierce.
Look, your other left! We've been discussing important strategic matters. What do you want?
The hells you will. I'll deal with this. And you, stop making mischief. You hear me? We've got enough problems here without you making more of them. But you did good bringing this to my attention. And now I've got someone I can hit in good conscience. Here, take this as thanks.
Timber's bad enough without ye bothering me. Your chattering's starting to wear on me nerves.
Did you need something, young one? Did you need something? How? Where did you get this? Answer me. That is from a code book used to translate military ciphers. You shouldn't be seeing it. Return it at once. Very well. I will believe you. Do not make me regret it. I loaned that book to one of Netherlock's lieutenants, a man named Malden Call.
The peace of night ends, and the hectic brightness of the day takes over.
What a bunch of pathetic babies! Battle needs to be fought. I'm a soldier. What more is there to it? You know what commanders do? They move wooden soldiers around on maps. Vigilance? We talk to the troops. We secure provisions and monitor morale. We keep soldiers alive.
Did you need something, young one? I'm glad you took my request seriously. Finding out about your allies helps you understand them. It might also help you understand yourself. Here, take this old medal of mine. I had it enchanted at one point. You'll have more use for it than I am certain.
fair folk rarely have time for small talk.
Good to see you. We have a spy among us? Do you know who? Malden Call. I knew him well. Or I thought I did. We have to tighten our security. No one can be trusted anymore, not even our own forces.
A team like this can't be beat.
This group shows promise. Extraordinary.
It has been too long since Minsk journeyed with such a fine companion.
Certainly.
Ah, glad you came. This is Fossey Dugdeep. Fossey, tell them about the potion of explosion barrel. When you're inside the caverns, consult this amulet each time you come to an intersection. It will guide you to the best placement for the barrel. Now, Fossey, would you please excuse us? The explosives are just one strategy I've formulated to undermine our enemy. I've another that you might help with. These flasks contain poison, taken from a priestess of Talona we captured and interrogated. Her evil works can now be turned to the greater good. We know Dragonspear is being supplied via the caverns you'll be visiting shortly, if all goes as planned. If you put a few drops of this in the enemy food supplies and water, we would have an edge when we finally confront the Shining Lady. Ha! I like you. Very well. Here is the poison. 1 drop in a barrel of water, or 3 in a crate of potatoes. That's all it'll take. You are doing the Sword Coast a great service. May fortune smile upon you in your mission. Farewell.
You have been waylaid by enemies and Baldur senses someone watching us. Grab a sword.
Be wary. This area is completely devoid of magic. I may not be able to aid thee. Yes, I shall.
Yes?
I shall.
Your concern?
I need healing to fight on.
It is done. Yes? I am here. Certainly.
Who sleeps? Though we press all right, let's talk more fight.
I'll recover.
I am here.
Thy call, I shall.
Your indeed.
Coming for you.
Ha! My aim is true.
I need healing to fight on.
Done and done.
It is done.
I demand whatever thy wills.
I am. It is done.
Manus potentis. Manus potentis.